Moving on, now we have with us R.N. Sri Vishnu, a second-year medical student at Mandya Institute of Medical Sciences, Mandya. He has a keen interest in poetry and has participated in various national level poetry contests. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಇವರ ಪದ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. Let us hear his vibrant thoughts on my role in making Bharat the Vishwaguru. Over to Sri Vishnu.
Namaste everyone. I, Sri Vishnu, today would like to talk about my role in making Bharat a Vishwaguru. But did you know Bharat was already a Vishwaguru? In the early 1750s, my Bharat was contributing to 30% of the entire world economy, while whole Europe contributed just 21%. Even in the field of education, my Bharat was a leader, guiding the whole world with great universities like Nalanda and Takshashila. But now, not even a single university is in the top 100. My blood boils to see the country in this stage. From having such a glorious past, from being a Vishwaguru, we are now a developing nation. And I feel I have to do something about this. But why me? Why youth? Shouldn't the government be looking after the development? It is because we youth are powerful. Young people are required for development, not just nation, but anything for that matter. But before we see what we can do, we have to see why our country is not a leader anymore. Sundar Pichai and Satya Nadella have been made CEOs of global tech giants Google and Microsoft, as you all know. But why are they not in India? It is because of a process known as brain drain. Why is there this brain drain? It is because the environment over here is not conducive or suitable to nurture, encourage, and promote these talents. But why is the environment over here like this? It is because of the policies. Why? Again, question comes, why are there such rigid policies? Yes, it's because of the regressive-minded old politicians. And why are there such politicians? It is because of the absence or a lack of representation of the game-changing youth in the political arena. As a young citizen of this country and the face of tomorrow, I urge all my fellow youth to take an active participation in the society. We should participate more actively in politics as well. You know, we see 17th Lok Sabha figures, average age of an MP is 54 years, and only 10% are under the age of 40. That's why we see not even a single chief minister is there who can be considered as youth. We should change this. Because innovation and creativity are traits that come quite naturally to youth, and we must put this to good use. I also urge my fellow youth to stay united. No, it's so sad to see today's youth very misguided a lot of disunity, disharmony. We're so lost and we're fighting amongst ourselves. We're seeing so many young people aligning to caste-based politics or religion politics, and they're just looking for the selfish upliftment. No, we should stop this. We should think about the collective good of our country. Also, we as young people should make a conscious effort to arrest brain drain. Now, so many intelligent minds we are losing out to various other countries. We should start promoting Atmanirbhar Bharat. Just see, a good number of startups in the Silicon Valley are by Indians. Imagine if they can set it up over here in our country, the progress we'll be making is just unthinkable. Also, we, the youth today, are born in the digital age, and so we must use technology in a productive manner. It's so sad to see these facts. You will not believe this. Last year, 5.5 billion hours. This was the time logged in by Indian users in the app TikTok. Just imagine, with so much energy, time, resources, if we can put it for better productive manner, just think of the progress we'll be making. Take, for example, the young high school student called Chirag Bansali. He developed a website called swadeshitech.in, and this provides Indian alternatives to Chinese goods. Not only did he use technology in the right way, but he also promoted Atmanirbhar Bharat. Also, we all know we're facing the COVID pandemic right now, and it has hurt us a lot. But you will not believe the Center for Cellular and Molecular Platform received over 1,300 plus applications from youth all over the country, giving various innovative ideas. This shows that we youth, if we use the resources in our hand in the correct way, we can make an impact, not just on the nation, but the entire world. Also, we young people, as future doctors, future engineers, and other professions, should focus on the grassroots development. We should go to rural areas and serve there, help improve the living conditions there. This will help reduce the gap that exists between the urban and rural, which will, in the way, overall benefit the nation. Also, I urge all my fellow youth to volunteer for the army. Maybe we should take inspiration from countries like Singapore and Brazil and make military service compulsory. Now, why am I saying this? As I said earlier, there's a lot of growing disunity amongst ourselves, and even disrespect towards the nation is increasing. And my heart pains to see such traits in us youth right now. By joining the army, not only will we inculcate values like nationalism, patriotism, a sense of motherhood towards the nation, but we also become well disciplined, well groomed beings. And this will definitely help our society. Last but not the least, I urge all my fellow youth to redirect our focus into positive things. The crime rates are increasing, a lot of infighting amongst ourselves. It's so sad to see the youth like this right now. If we focus, if we look for the collective good of our country, I'm sure we can go a long way in becoming a world leader. When Swami Vivekananda, with his ideals and speeches, could influence the entire Western world, why are we sitting here and fighting amongst ourselves? India has definitely come a long way since being a world leader. And there's still a long way to go before we can become world leader again. But if each one of us does our part, each one of us make a conscious effort to help the betterment of our nation, I'm sure this goal can be reached very easily. My country is so great, and I want to make India great again. Whenever I speak about my country's greatness, this quote by American author Mark Twain comes to mind. India is the cradle of human race. It is the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, grandmother of legend, and great-grandmother of tradition. Our most artistic and valuable materials in the history of mankind can be treasured in India only. Let's all join hands to make Bharat a Viswa Guru again. Jai Hind.